Hello wolves, I've got a cold. Don't know why I've just told you that, but I thought interesting information you might want to know about me. I've got a cold on my day off. I'm very happy right now. Oh, I thought a sneeze was going to come. I think we're fine. So if you couldn't tell from the title, today we're going to be having a look at some Suicide Squad members I would like in the new Suicide Squad film, and just having a look at some of the information that we've already got about the film. I think I've already got about 3 characters I actually want in it, so this is going to be a short video. I'll try and pad it out a bit, get it to 10 minutes. It seems like we've got a good couple of years now for DCEU movies. We've got the Joker movie coming out soon, Suicide Squad, Birds of Prey. I'm more excited for Suicide Squad than anything else because James Gunn's directing. But it is an exciting time to be a DCEU fan because look at all the films we're getting. Hopefully these will be better received than previous ones and we'll be able to start this cinematic universe off properly, or maybe we'll just do solo films, whatever. But hopefully these will be some well received films and people will be like, whoa, DCEU isn't dead. Let's keep making those films. Okay, so we had Rick Flag in the previous Suicide Squad film. He was one of the original members of the Suicide Squad, so I think we should have a couple more members from the original back. I think we should have Karen Grace, who is basically the medical person of the team. She'll patch people together. I know the whole point of the Suicide Squad is if they die, they die, but surely if they break a leg or they injure themselves, you have to help them. You can't just be like, let's leave them bleed out. That's probably not what you should do, Amanda Waller. So Karen would be a good character to add because not only is she Rick Flag's love interest in the original comics, she was a bit of a damsel in distress quite a lot of times, so to modernise her for modern audiences would be quite good. She hasn't been used recently in comics, so to bring her back would also be a good thing. 2 other members of the original Suicide Squad is Jess Bright and Hugh Evans. Jess is a nuclear physicist while Hugh is an astrophysicist. I don't know how we'd use them on a modern Suicide Squad team, but cameos are always a good thing. We could have them just make a walk-on appearance so people are like, hey, I know him. Okay, so let's move on to some modern characters I would really like in the new Suicide Squad. So first off, we've got Killer Frost. Killer Frost is a must-have. I don't understand how she wasn't in the previous Suicide Squad, but whatever. So there have been 3 different versions of Killer Frost: Crystal Frost, Louise Lincoln, and Caitlin Snow. I think we should focus on Louise Lincoln. Not only was she really good friends with Crystal Frost, so when Crystal died, Louise took over, but there was that sense of revenge that she wanted for her friend, which could be a good plot point in the film. Maybe Rick Flag and Amanda Waller's like, if you do this, we'll grant you that revenge, or we'll grant you 1 step closer to this revenge, or whatever. She also sold her soul for more power to Neron, which could be a way of introducing some more supernatural elements into the Suicide Squad. I know that in the previous film we had loads of magic and stuff. Doesn't mean we can't introduce more. So out of the cast that we've had, unfortunately I haven't seen them in a lot of films, so I'm not quite sure if they'd fit, but from just pictures, which is not much to go off, I think Jennifer Holland or Alice Braga. Now Alice Braga I think was in a Predator film because I'm pretty sure I recognise her. If it's the same woman then she's pretty badass, so yeah. To be fair, we don't have to have a female Killer Frost because I've heard that we're getting a female rat catcher instead of a male one, so you can always gender swap if Louise Lincoln isn't to James Gunn's liking. Although I really would like Louise Lincoln, please. Like he's watching this video right now and he's like, oh, she's right, I should put Louise Lincoln in this. Thanks James. Pal. Next we've got Blockbuster. Obviously I think John Cena should 100% play this because it's John Cena. I can't see anyone else on this list playing Blockbuster if he's in the film. I mean, could you imagine Taika Waititi or Sean Gunn? Now this is probably not a word associated with this character, but I think Blockbuster is quite interesting. He's a chemist who wanted to basically steroid the hell up, and he achieved this. But with the achievement of physical strength, his intellect goes down. He's kind of like this Hulk mass of muscle that doesn't really understand what's happening. Also, there's been quite a few different variations of Blockbuster, but I think Mark would be the better one. Mark Desmond, or even his brother maybe, or just have his brother in the film. Kind of like a Deadshot thing where they had his daughter and they were like, we'll let you visit her if you do all these missions. Maybe it's a bit like that. Blockbuster tends to be a Nightwing villain, and there's been no talk of Nightwing being in this film. But that doesn't really matter because Harley Quinn's a Batman villain, and I know he was in the last one, but he doesn't have to be. You don't have to have the superheroes in this film to justify the villains. So we could have him. He's quite good with experiments, and that's how he got it. He experimented on himself to make himself stronger. Obviously with his lowered intellect, maybe not at the moment, but his brother could also help out. Okay, the last member that I would really like on the Suicide Squad is Nightshade. So Nightshade is a government super spy. She was on the Suicide Squad for quite a while. She's one of the more prominent members. I think she could be played by Mei Ling. She's pretty badass. I mean, look at the muscles on her. She can be played by basically anyone on this list. Like I said, same for Blockbuster. There could be a female version. James Gunn seems to be gender swapping Ratcatcher. I know he won't want to gender swap everyone, but it is a possibility, and you don't have to have the original sex from the comics. Nightshade isn't necessarily human. She actually is quite, to look at, not very human. After she absorbs a succubus's powers, she becomes less human-like and more cold and deadly. And she can actually create things out of shadows, which is pretty cool. She creates the crows that are her like allies, and I know they're named after Odin's crows. They are crows or ravens. They're a bird. I just can't remember what, I want to say it begins with an M. I'll have a look. Hey Siri, what's the name of Odin's crows?
Okay. I found this on the web for what's the name of Odin's crows. Check it out. Okay,
I don't think I could pronounce this, but it's like hewing and mooning. I don't think I can't say it right, but she named them after Odin's crows. Anyway, Nightshade is a pretty badass female character, and Mei Ling will probably be quite well suited to that role. I'm trying to think of other people on the cast, but there's such a large amount of people, and I don't know them from anything. It's really hard to say, oh, I think they'd be perfect for the role, because I can't remember them in anything else. Okay, so we have got some confirmed returning characters from the previous film. Harley Quinn for one, so Margot Robbie's back, Rick Flag, Amanda Waller, and Captain Boomerang, which is Jai Courtney. Captain Boomerang didn't really leave much of an impression last time. If anything, he was underused and a bit randomly there, and he disappeared for a while, and then he was like, oh, I'm back. Yeah, more of him or less. Maybe he'll be one that gets killed straight away. Harley Quinn, obvious. You had not have a Suicide Squad without her at the moment anyway, because she's quite a big character. Rick Flag, fine, and Amanda Waller is the head of the team, which makes sense to have her back. And Viola Davis is an awesome actor, so yes, she classes up anything she's in. So on the cast list when it was announced, it does say don't get too attached, so maybe like in the previous film where Slipknot was killed basically within 2 seconds. There'll be a lot of that happening, because it's quite a big cast. We don't even know if some of these people are just going to be cameo like appearances, or they're going to have full like feature length roles in this film. We have literally no idea about anything. Other characters I'd really like to see in Suicide Squad is Poison Ivy. I was so excited for Gotham City Sirens, and then they announced Birds of Prey, and I was less excited because my girl wouldn't be in it. But I'm hoping she's in this, maybe even a cameo where you just see her cell, just so I know that she is there, she exists. Or even if Harley mentions her, like, I'm all for it. Other characters, Lex Luthor, is he even still there? Where the hell is he? Has he grown his hair back? Is stuff I'd really like to know. Multiplex or Black Orchid would be quite cool to include. So we do have some rumoured characters that certain actors will be playing. None of these have been confirmed, so like bear in mind. So Idris Elba as Bronze Tiger, I think this might actually have been debunked. Steve Agee or Michael Rooker as King Shark. I think Michael Rooker has been debunked, and it is actually going to be Steve Agee doing the voiceover of King Shark. Obviously he's not going to dress up as a shark. Daniela Melchior as Ratcatcher, so she's the female one. I think this has been confirmed. And someone has said John Cena as Peacemaker. I'm not sure this is confirmed, but if it is, my heart breaks for Blockbuster. John Cena will not play it. He's probably not even in the film. Anyway, there's so many characters in the DC universe and the comics that I would really like in the Suicide Squad. You don't have to have villains. Having a superhero on the team also helps, or a liaison like Katana from the last film. A superhero would help because, well, they're a superhero, they'd want to save everyone, where the villain would be much more strategical and they'd be like, well, you can't save everyone, you can't save this person, you're gonna have to let that person die to save all these people. Whereas the superhero would be like, no, we must save everyone. Probably die trying. Maybe that'll be the person that dies. Although I think it's a good idea to have Harley Quinn back in the Suicide Squad film, I think if you keep bringing her up, people are just gonna get sick of her. I mean, everyone loved her in the first Suicide Squad. Birds of Prey, she's a main focus of it, and this one as well. Just don't rub her in people's faces, otherwise they're going to get really sick of the character, and no one wants that, because I love Harley Quinn. I got my Harley Quinn top on. I don't think you can see it, but there Harley Quinn is there. And I don't want her to be seen as just a character to put in to make your movie sell. I want it to be seen as a character that you put in because his story in that film is quite good. I'm glad the Joker will not be involved in this, as far as I know. We don't need the Joker. We don't need him in every single film. Give it a bit of a rest. Also, I'm really hoping we won't have Batman or any superheroes that are like Justice League version. Superheroes that join a team are fine. Justice League version, no, because they're pointless. Batman in the last one was pointless. Flash cameo was equally as pointless. It's just, when you're making a film about villains that save the world, you don't need the superheroes that capture them to be like, oh, well, I save the world every day. They saved it once, well, I save it every single day. I'm going to create my own team called Justice League. Honestly, I watched Suicide Squad in the cinema, and as we were walking out, the scene played with the after credits, and we all turned around because we were out by the doors, and I just looked at my brother and went, huh, was that it? Was that the after credits? That's cool. I mean, you don't have to have the after credits, obviously. You don't have to ride the MCU bandwagon. I know they were the first to have after credits, but they were the ones to make them popular again. But let me know your thoughts. Who do you think will be in the new Suicide Squad? Do you think James Gunn directing's a good idea? Let me know down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't give it a thumbs down, it is your opinion at the end of the day. Please subscribe to my channel if you like this video. I do videos like this every single week, sometimes more than once a week. So click that bell if you want to be notified, and the subscribe button if you want to subscribe, please. I have a Twitter, Tumblr and Instagram that you can follow if you want to. Comment down below, whatever. Say hi. I'll say hi back. And I will see you next time. Bye, little wolves. Bye.